Hi, welcome to Bronze Dad Plays, and welcome to The Office. Today, we take a look at Bleeding Edge, a brand new third-person action combat game by the developer Ninja Theory. On this channel, we like to look at things from the perspective of someone with limited time, limited funds, or limited skill. Now, today's video is just a preview, so I'll save some of that for the full review. But anyway, let's dive into Bleeding Edge. Bleeding Edge is a brand new game available for $30 on Steam, Xbox, and Windows 10. It's also free for those of you with a Game Pass. Bleeding Edge is cross-play and cross-save, so expect to play with people from everywhere. You can play on Steam and then transfer to your couch and play on the Xbox. It's all good. Props to Ninja Theory for making that happen. This third-person 4v4 action team multiplayer, it's a lot of words. This Overwatch competitor is looking to use your time in a nice competitive environment. You face off as a fighter versus other fighters, and that's kind of the entire sum of the story. This isn't really one of those games that gives you a detailed story or even really a campaign to follow, so if you like that type of game, Bleeding Edge is not for you. But if you enjoy a competitive experience that emphasizes team play, this could be for you. Bleeding Edge has launched with 5 maps, and those maps provide a good amount of variety to the gameplay. They have unique environmental challenges like on Sky Garden, where you can ring a gong and light the capture point on fire, or like on Landslide, where if you're crossing tracks and a train comes, well, you can figure it out. The 2 game modes, Capture the Point and Collect the Power Cells, do a pretty good job of bringing in some variety to the gameplay, even if it's only 2 modes. Capture the Point actually has multiple points per map, and they move throughout the match to make sure that your team is moving as well. You have to coordinate on which point you want to capture, which points are available to capture, and whether or not you want to emphasize that team fight on the point or to the point. Capture points also capture extremely quickly. We're talking under 3 seconds. There's a great strategy where you fight slightly off the point and actually enables you to capture it. It's really hard to turtle in this game for the capture point, which is a good thing. As long as you've got just that sneaking little bit of edge, or you have a skill that can push or pull someone off the point, you can capture it just fine. Again, 3 seconds. Because people aren't exactly coordinated off the bat, when there's multiple options available, you tend to just be able to walk up and steal the point. The Power Cell Collection game mode has 2 phases. One where you go and collect the power cells, and one where you deposit them. Both are enabled for quick death. Power cells are labeled on the map with small orange dots, which you go and collect. Of course, the enemy can see those dots too. Once you collect them all, you transition to the next phase, which allows you to deposit those power cells and bank them as points. The deposit location is clearly marked on the map and varies between the 3 capture points that are available on the map. So the entire team could be heading to 1 deposit point, or you could have multiple choices available to you. You can only deposit these power cells while standing still, so there's a great strategy to jumping in and delaying your enemy from depositing. As long as you pick at them and not allow them to deposit, when the phase timer runs out, you can kill them and collect their cells. Alternatively, you may not even focus on capturing power cells at all and just focus on defending your teammates. It takes about 50 cells to win. You can also get some of those points from killing, so, it's all fair. Time to kill in this game is very short, especially if you're facing like a 2v1 situation. You'll get exploded. Most fighters are melee or at least close range, so in general, you're going to be crowded. Luckily, the game provides multiple outs. You can quickly dodge to the side, you can dodge once you do land, you can counterattack to get back up, or, best of all, parry. Yeah, you can parry their attacks coming at you with a nicely timed button press, and that'll actually stop them from attacking and give you the opportunity to attack or escape. Of course, you can count how many times I've successfully done that. It's 0. It's 0. Match times, on the other hand, are pretty long. At least they feel long. I mean, this video that you're watching right now is the majority of a map before I cut to some of the end stuff. But it still feels a little long. Short enough that you can hop in and out, but long enough that there's some waiting that happens. If you get steamrolled, expect the match to kind of drag on, and that doesn't feel great. But contradicting myself, the match length allows you to have some counterattack, some counterplay. One game in particular, we were capturing the point. We had 450 points versus 300 on the enemy team. But the game came down to 600 versus 593. Incredibly close because the enemy team got it together. So if you feel like you're getting steamrolled early, don't count yourself out. Make a better plan, communicate with the team, and you'll be all right. Because of the low time to kill, tanks and supports are very effective. Tanks have a high health pool, maybe some mitigation factors like resistances or shields or self-healing, and so that makes them incredibly hard to kill. So if you spend your time trying to kill them, you might get killed yourself. Meanwhile, supports heal at a very significant rate. It's not uncommon for them to just absolutely keep someone alive while they're facing a 2v1. You need your supports in your comp, and frankly, you need your supports if you want to win your fight. Most of the supports have some sort of buff or debuff, and so a 1v1 quickly turns in your favor if you just have an ally nearby. All of the damage fighters have their own unique play style. They bring a lot to the table, like stuns and locks. We've got slows, we've got damage over time, we've got AoE, it's all there. It's all there. All the damage fighters can really take care of business. They just have their own play style, their own kind of tempo to them. You can already see that Cass and Damon are going to be really, really powerful because they explode people off the map. Damon is probably going to be an insta-lock. He's the Genji from Overwatch, just in Bleeding's Edge. Because don't be that guy. Play the team comp. Stop insta-locking Damon. Just stop. If you want to customize your fighters to your playstyle, Bleeding Edge offers that to you. You've got your account levels and your character levels. As each one levels up, you unlock currency in the game as well as mods. Those mods can be applied to customize how the skills act. For instance, on Kulev, my favorite support right now, his default is that his AoE does more healing. But one mod later, you could be doing more damage. So it's really down to your playstyle and your choice. There's a metric ton of these mods to unlock, so I imagine it's going to take some time. Further customization is where you expect skins and emotes. You've also got these hoverboards you ride on in order to travel quickly, and those hoverboards can be equipped with flames coming out the back, lasers. Some of these cost an absolute ton of in-game currency. For instance, you can ride a hoverboard with coins flying out the back. It's going to be pretty expensive. Skins are also surprisingly expensive. About 2,000 in-game currency to unlock what's basically a recolor of your current skin. This had me a bit worried about whether or not Ninja Theory had planned a monetization strategy that involved cracking open your wallet if you want to look good. But Ninja Theory has said that they don't plan any microtransactions. There's none in the game right now, and there's no plan available for them, so it's looking pretty good. This might be a free game that's actually free, believe it or not. There's a customization pack on the store right now called the Punk Pack, but that's also free. As long as you play the game before March 31st, you get free skins. So, play the game. Last tip for this preview video. Right up front, Bleeding Edge warns you that the game is best enjoyed with a controller. And it's serious about that. Controller is far superior to keyboard and mouse. The keyboard and mouse just is clunky. The movement doesn't work quite the way you might naturally expect, and the default keybinds are all over the place. They want you to use WASD to move while you press Alt and H at the same time, and somehow your hand's also on the mouse. I don't know how they really were expecting you to do this, so please pick yourself up a controller and play with that. If you're on console, easy enough. If you're on PC, use anything, but please use a controller. If you are using a controller, you don't have a push to talk button available, but that's easily remedied. Ninja Theory actually designed it so that way you're automatically added to team voice chat the second you join a match. They are encouraging you to work as a team here. Out of 10 matches, not one person has joined that team chat and spoken. So we're getting there. It's a slow process. But as more serious players are left, as people get comfortable with the game and know that these features are available, I'm sure we'll have more team chat. That about wraps it up for this quick preview. I hope this was helpful for you, those of you trying to figure out if this is a game for you. If it is a game for you, if you're already playing, hit me up in those comments. Let me know your gamer tag and let's play together. This has been Bronze Dad Plays. If you like this content, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. My full review for Bleeding Edge is coming out next Friday, where I'll talk more about whether this game is a good fit for people with limited time, funds, or skill. So far, very positive impressions, but I want to understand it a little bit more, and I want to get some of the developers' thoughts about where this game is going. But for now, thanks for watching, and until next time, see ya.